Hey guys, welcome back to the DK podcast. This is your host, Joey. This will be the continuation of our recap with our guest, Tracy Phillips, aka Trey Fit for Life. I hope you enjoyed the first half. Let's get into the second.
One of the other things too that stuck out to me was not just his commitment to health, but the dieting piece, right? So he told the story about grandma. You want to talk about that?
Yes, he said that he came home and grandma was not well. I'm not going to go completely into detail because you can check that out when you watch the
You
podcast.
should
But
definitely watch it.
grandma was not in the best of health and he wasn't with it. And he said, listen here, they saying that you need X, Y, and Z. Come on home. I got you. I'm going to take care of it. And he did what he needed to do to get grandma back in health.
Yeah, and it worked.
And it worked.
And I think grandma's still here.
Grandma is most definitely still here.
That's what's up. That's what's
He
up.
just was doing push-ups. His grandma sitting in the chair, and Tracy is with his hands on the chair, and I don't know what he had his feet on, but this is grandma. He's in her face doing push-ups and having her count them out.
Wow.
Tracy crazy. I love him.
Man. That's commitment right there.
Absolutely.
That's commitment right there. So what are some other the highlights? Like I know we really did a deep dive into the dark stuff, but what else? Like let's talk about what else.
So yeah, his plans to start his organization.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
Yes. He wants the children to be fit. He wants to be able to make sure that it doesn't cost you to be healthy. He wants to open up a center where, the trainers will get paid, but the attendees won't have to pay. The only way you would have to pay is if you miss your session because you got to be held accountable. And I think that is amazing. I think that is so cool.
Yeah. So for people who will hear that and they're like, "Oh, here he go messing up the game, trying to give stuff away for free," what would you say to that?
He's not really giving anything away for free because the trainers are still getting paid. So somebody's paying.
Somebody's
Ain't
paying.
nothing free. Somebody's paying.
Okay.
But why not? Why not? If you know that something that can better your community could possibly be given away, why not do it? Reading, it's free.
Yeah.
And there's so much knowledge in reading. You know what I mean? Why not say, yo, go pick this book up and read?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll learn so much. You'll pick up so much out of it. Why not? So if I have a gift, that's where people get the game messed up.
Okay.
They
Talk about
forget
it.
about the bartering system.
Okay. I know that was something your brother liked. You
Yes,
mentioned that to me. Talk about that.
yes. How if I am skillful in one thing and you're skillful in another thing, why can't I pay you what my skill is to do your skill?
Yeah.
If you can fix a car and I can paint a house, why can't I paint your house for you fixing my engine?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
that makes
that's
sense to
where
me.
when the money came in, man, my brother stood by that. When the money came in, is when it everything went haywire because people started getting money hungry. So
Now,
if
when
we
you say the
can-
money came in, you mean when we went to a currency system?
yes,
Okay. Cool.
So now everybody's money hungry and everybody want to charge outrageous prices and stuff like that. Besides my trainer, shout out OJ. But anyway,
Episode coming soon, by the way.
absolutely. When people want to charge you astronomical numbers just to get your body right, when it's like, yo, why you could do the same thing, charge less, do more people at one time. You know what I mean? But whatever. Tracy's amazing. His idea is amazing, and if anybody thinks anything else, I don't know what to tell you. You're hating.
Okay.
You're hating. That's the best way I can say it.
Cool. So I'm gonna just throw some things at you from the episode. I got my notes up here. So that's really good. The bartering system. One of the other things he talked about was momentum, and he says momentum and purpose. So he talked about after incarceration because he's not. How long has he been home for?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't think it's been longer than a year.
I don't. Maybe. But I don't think
It's not
too
been 2
long.
years.
No, I don't think I'm gonna say less than 5 years for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say
absolutely.
less than 5.
Mhm.
So there are people who've been home a lot longer
Yes.
than him, and they haven't done.
Nothing.
This is a kid's show, so I'll be very careful how
Right.
I say that.
They've done nothing. It's a family show.
Yeah, it is a family show. So momentum. Let's talk about that. What does that look like for you? What does that look like for Dreamcatchers? Why is that important?
I think momentum is very important. Once you get it, you definitely should run with it. I did not have the momentum that I have now when I came home. Like, I had some momentum where I knew that I needed to work and I needed to save and I needed to get myself in a better position so that I could have the most positive future, so I did not end up back where I had just came from. I knew that much. But the momentum that I have now is totally different.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess because I'm in a better position where I have more freedom to be able to go.
Yeah.
When before it was, I'm building my foundation, and
Yeah.
I feel like because my foundation is already built,
Yeah.
now I can tap dance on it.
Okay. Cool. So I think one of the things from momentum, and that's good. That's a good response. When we talked about in this, because we did more episodes, 7.2, right? Or 7.1,
right.
7.2. What I really liked is when you was like, all right, now that we got like who you are, what you're doing, what you're working on, you said, what's the 1-year plan?
Yeah.
What's the 5-year plan?
Yeah.
What's the 10-year plan?
Yeah, because when you got momentum, you better be planning.
Yeah.
You better be planning because, like I said, I don't know, in my mind right now, I just see a rocket.
Okay.
I see a rocket lighting up. And you know how sometimes it takes time to light up?
Yeah.
It takes time for that. You can see that red light.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next thing you know, you see that fire. And then boom. So while you're on that red light and you're heating up, start making plans. Because when it take off, you don't want to just be all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You want a direct shot. You want to know where you want to land.
Yeah. That's good. I was gonna go one place, but now you're talking about rockets and all those different things, and I love space. I wanted to be an astronaut as a kid, so she like took me somewhere completely different. So rocket. So we are here at Dreamcatcher. We're on that rocket.
Yes.
So we're on the red. We're heating up.
Yes, we are.
8th episode.
Uh-huh.
We got another episode coming up soon.
Yep.
And then spoiler alert, in episode 10, we're going to talk about what's next for DK.
Absolutely.
But, where do you see this going? I mean, this is the 8th episode. This is 8 weeks of this.
Yes.
It's hard work.
It is.
It's a miracle.
It is. It is.
So you're showing up today.
Right. Mentally depleted
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, but you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
really trying.
You pay me to say stuff like that. But you really are doing a great job.
Thank you.
So what's next? Like, what do you feel like? Where is this going? What's happening with DK?
I want to save that for 10.
Okay, you want to say that for 10?
Absolutely.
Okay. You don't want to give us just a little?
No.
Okay.
I want to save it for 10.
All right, we'll wait till 10. So, anything else we didn't touch on about Tracy that you want to talk about?
Tracy is he's a father, man.
Yeah.
He's a father, and I pray that his relationships with his children become what he needs them to become.
Yeah.
I know I don't know personally. Yes, I do. I forgot. I told you guys my dad was in jail. I do know personally how it can feel when your parent leaves and then they come back and it's been some time.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference between my situation and Tracy's situation is my father, he didn't have kids when he came home, right? He was already done having children. He was older. And so Tracy is basically starting a new life.
Yeah.
And it could be rough for the older kids to see that. And now the younger kids are having the life that you would have wanted to have with your father,
Yeah.
but you couldn't have it because of the decisions that he made as a young individual. And I pray that his older children at some point come around and recognize that these were decisions that he made when he was a child, and he wasn't making those decisions to not be with you and not be around you. You just don't know better.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you learn, and you don't want to make the same mistakes, and you want to do better.
Yeah.
That's the goal. The goal is to always learn and do better.
Yeah.
So that's something that touched me when we were talking about it, and I just pray that for him.
Yeah.
Because he deserves that. He's a good guy. He's a good man, and he has knowledge for those children, and they need to take all that in.
Yeah.
When my dad passed away, a lot of things left with him.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
A lot of knowledge of my family that I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I did not know about him that I didn't get the opportunity to ask, because when my dad came home from jail, not too much longer after he came home from jail, he ended up having a stroke. And for the remainder of the time, he was in a nursing home, and he couldn't talk, he couldn't walk, he couldn't eat on his own, and so we couldn't have those conversations that we should have had.
Yeah.
And I kicked myself because while he was incarcerated, I could have had those conversations with him, and I just was choosing to live my life versus having those conversations with him. And even before he had his stroke, he kept asking me, come see me, come see me, come see me. And I'm like, Dad, at the time I didn't have a car, but I'm like, Dad, I don't really got no car, and you're so far away. Like, it's hard for me to get out there, but I should have pushed myself to get out there. I should have pushed myself to spend those precious moments with him. And so, yeah, I pray that his children, they build the relationship that they need to build, because you don't want to be sitting in my seat where I'm at right now with the pain of missing out.
Yeah. Well, I will say this from the outside looking in. I know those are hard lessons to be learned, right? But one of the things I do see, and I can attest to this, is, and he talked about this, was this idea of personal responsibility and external blame. And I think the reason why you are where you are is, like you're saying, hey, you can blame everything else, but it's like, no, I wish I would have took advantage of that opportunity. And I think for Tracy, he's the same place. He's like, okay, this is what I did before, but now that I'm back, I'm going to be a better father, right? Not to just my kid that's coming, but to my kids that are here. And I think what you're ultimately getting at, what you're trying to communicate to our audience is like, take advantage of the opportunities in front of you, right? And then really slow down and think about how you move in general, right? Because you never know. You blink and a loved one's not here. I didn't have your experience, but I also lost my father as well. It'll be actually June 6th. It will be 6 years, right? And there's stuff happening in my life now. I wish I could pick up the phone and talk to him, but I can't, right? And there were times where I should have slowed down and sat with him and talked with him. And obviously my situation is different than yours. He was right around the corner.
Right.
But I think what you're talking about is very important, because a lot of people have loved ones, have friends, have family that they're not reaching out to. And, I want to say, one of the things we talk about, we're going to do more episodes about this later on, is one of the things Dreamcatchers wants to do is help people help their family come home well. And part of that is just that relationship, like reaching out and having that communication. So I know we're going to get ready to wrap this up, but I know you talked about, when we interviewed, and I know you talked about this with Shakita specifically in your episode, where you talked about your family not coming to see you. But I do know you maintain that relationship. So could you kind of talk about that a little bit to help people out? Because there are some people who had the dynamic that you had with your dad and they're not reaching, but then there's other people who desire to not have that dynamic or have the dynamic that you had with the rest of your family while you were away?
Well, while I was away, my dad was still away.
Yeah. So not your dad, but your mom, your sister, you know what I mean, your people.
Yeah. Well, when I was away, my little sister was in high school.
Okay.
And you know, and my brother was still alive. And you know, I would call home and we would have conversations. A few times they were crushing conversations where somebody had passed away or whatever. And but for the most part, I don't know, I really kept them at a distance.
Okay.
I really kept them at a distance on purpose because I didn't want the emotions to take control over me doing what I needed to do to get home. I didn't want to be getting off the phone crying because I can't see my family or whatever the situation was like. So I don't know. Like because I kept a relationship with them, you know what I mean? Like I made sure that they knew I was okay, you know, but I just was like, I'm coming home, so I'm in here and I'm out of here.
You
like
was locked in.
That's the best way I can describe it.
In.
I was tunnel vision. Like I couldn't see nothing else but that end date.
Okay, cool.
I didn't want to see nothing else but that end date.
Yeah.
But if I would have to give advice, to those who are on the outside trying to support the person that's on the inside, I would say, you know, don't let life, because I know life be lifing, but don't let life get away from you. Take some time. I know it can be overwhelming. I told you, my brother's in jail. He got 15 to 30. Hopefully he'll be coming home at his midpoint, you know, and he won't get hit with a violation, but take the time. Take the time and answer the phone calls. Yeah. You know, you ain't got to give them much. If you got $5, $10, send that $5, $10. I know they might be asking for $100 and you ain't got it. Because I told my brother all the time, I don't have it. I got 2 kids. I got bills. I'm taking care of mommy. Like, I don't have it. But, you know, I got $10 for you. I got, you know, $20 for you, $15 for you. I ain't got $100. And I'm sure he's grateful for whatever I give to him. And, you know, the 10, 15-minute phone call. I know you be busy. I know them kids be driving you crazy, but it's nothing. It's nothing to pick up the phone and include the kids. If it's a family member, include the kids. I do it. Like, here go your uncle. Say hi, y'all. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that support alone, man, you don't know how you'll get somebody through a tough day.
Yeah.
Talk to them about their plans to coming home. Ask them.
Yeah.
What's your plans? What ideas do you have? How can I be of an assistance?
Yeah.
For you to pursue whatever it is that you're trying to pursue? Is there anything I could do for you? You know, is there applications I can send out? Is there phone calls I can make? Yeah, like, let me know. So just be there for them.
Yeah.
Because they need it.
Yeah.
Some stuff you can't do on your own while you're in there, and other things you can. You know what I mean? But you can help take some pressure off of them.
Yeah.
And try to, you know, help them so that they can have some type of beginning of a foundation when they you know, jump off the boat, when they get home.
That's good. All right, so we're going to wrap it up with this last one.
Okay.
Last piece. So, because I remember now, it was the rocket piece. I'm back. I went to bars and everything. I'm back. So, one of the things you guys talked about in the episode, and I want to end with this, and I think it's going to help a lot of people in line with what you just said about coming home and different things, is about overcoming the stigma of going to prison and even being a felon, and then just leveraging your past experience. So, how do we do that?
Be you. Because it's you.
Okay.
It's part of who you are. Remember, we were just talking about, you know, God possibly, you know, putting that in your path for you to sit down, because you out here wilding. That's God. He's telling you out here wilding. Yeah. But God putting that in your path or whatnot. So Dag, I just lost myself. What was the question again?
The question was overcoming stigma,
okay,
and leveraging past experience. How do we do that?
Overcoming stigma. So that being a part of you, you being a felon, you going to jail, you going to prison, that being a part of who you are, right? So never be ashamed. Never be ashamed, because trust me, there's people out here doing stuff too. They just ain't got caught. Right? and for God's sakes, the president is a felon. So
and he got caught.
He just didn't go to jail. So it's like, don't be afraid to use that.
Yeah.
Use that as leverage.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to do better, show them this is where I came from. Mm-hmm. And this is where I'm trying to go. Mm-hmm. And in order for me to get where I'm trying to go, and I want to teach people about where I came from, I'm going to jump off of this like a trampoline and go forward. Yeah. And a lot of people want to help better our communities. Yeah. A lot of organizations, a lot of companies, they want to help, they want to help us. So don't be afraid to go into that board meeting and be authentically you.
Yeah.
I ain't saying go in there cuss and say the N-word and don't do that.
Don't do what got you in trouble in the first place.
Don't give them that side of you.
Yeah.
But go in there and say and stand on your grounds, stand on your moral grounds and say, hey, this is who I used to be. I'm no longer that person. And I see the struggle. And I want to make sure that certain things in my community change. And what better person to do that than a person who has been through it?
That's right.
What do I look like? What, coming from North Hills, trying to tell somebody in Homewood what they supposed to be doing and how they supposed to be living. What do I look like?
A gentrifier? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. You about to get me in trouble.
But if I am from Homewood,
mm-hmm.
and I made it out of Homewood,
mm-hmm.
and I moved into North Hills,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back to Homewood,
yeah.
and I'm going to help try to pull some more people out of Homewood so they could be in North Hills with me,
mm-hmm.
And I go to, I don't know, Comcast or somebody like that, and I'm like, listen, I got this idea. Y'all might want to, support it, because a lot of people in Homewood got Comcast, so you might want to support my idea, and this is why, because I used to be where they're at, and I see I made it through, so I have the wherewithal, I like that word. I have the wherewithal to, help people navigate to get where I came from and where I'm at now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you why people who leave Homewood, who move to North Hills, don't go back to help the people, but we can talk about that because
the same reason why. Wait, no, the same reason why. Real quick, the same reason why Tracy said why there's NFL players from the state of Pennsylvania, from the city of Pittsburgh, from the east side, who made it, moved wherever they moved, and never came back. But didn't come back and build for
invest in the community.
Yes.
So I'm going to say this, and this will lead us probably into another podcast, but that's a Pittsburgh thing,
I guess.
Because it's not just in sports. It's in every area of commerce, every area of, like for me, in the production space.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who make it in the arts, in the production space
mm-hmm.
from Pittsburgh, and they don't reach back.
Okay.
So that look like us, that are from the same community. So we need to go into that and just maybe talk about how...
we should do like a panel.
We should do a
panel episode.
We can do a panel
We can talk
episode.
about that.
We could talk about that, yeah.
Right.
So... So that's it for this episode because we can talk all day. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Please share this with everybody. Like it on the social media, everything once it's posted. And we want to just once again thank you to Tracy for coming through and giving us a quality episode. There's so much more we could talk about just with him. And he's going to be back on the show. He'll probably be on that panel.
That's why I said it.
The panel situation. And then, so for more information, you can check out dreamcatchers.com, .org, and you can like us on social media. And then specifically watch out for episode 10 where we talk about what's next for DK because we'll be talking about what's happening all summer and pretty much the rest of the calendar year for 2025. So we love you guys. Thanks for watching. And go ahead. I'll let you have the final word.
Look forward. And be on the search because I will be making a Facebook page for DK soon.
Cool.
So look out for that. Upcoming episodes, we got another big one. So look out for him as well. And see you guys. Have a good day.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Hey guys, thanks again for stopping by to view our latest episode. Special shout out to my homeboy Tracy, aka Trey Fit for Life. For more information about the podcast, please visit us at dreamcatchers.org. See you on the next episode.